Hello Pisces, hello Cancer, Elsie here to do a reading for the week ahead for you. How are you? We are almost over the week, right? One more sleep and we're at the Friday. For those of you who do the Monday to Friday. Grateful that you're here. Thank you for clicking. If you're interested in staying, I would love if you would subscribe for sure. But even if you don't stay, I hope that you will at least offer a thumbs up so we can find, our part of the Pisces Cancer tribe. I am going to read for Pisces first. Please look at the scrolling bar there. You should be able to get to your next reading, Cancer, and I will see you there in a minute. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's read for Pisces what's coming up in the week ahead. Trapped in Fear. That was the card that popped out. Trapped in fear. So it's the Eight of Swords. It's something that you're thinking about obsessively, something that's worrying you. It feels like a gray cloud, something that it's impending doom. For some of you, it might just be anxiety. So realize that I have anxiety and that does bring these kinds of thoughts. But if you're not a person who's generally anxious, then something is coming that you are not happy about. Fulfillment of wishes. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Someone is in fear of fulfillment of wishes. You know what? I think, Pisces, you just might be the person who's not used to winning. That you're not used to getting the things that you want. That everyone else gets it, but you never get it. I think that's the person I'm reading for today. It's like you feel it coming, Pisces. You have a knowing. You feel something coming and you're like, that can't be for me. I'm just being silly. And your intuition is screaming at you. The universe is throwing you sign after sign after sign, but you're like, no, that couldn't be for me. You're trapped in fear. Got abundance. There it is. At the bottom of the deck, we have acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. You might as well. You run your head into the wall, right? Pisces, it says abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Oh my gosh, you understand how powerful you are. The thing is that you know it, Pisces, is what I want to say. You know. You have a knowing. But sometimes you don't trust your gut because this feels too good to be true. This feels too good to be true. The abundance that's coming. I challenge you. Look in the mirror every morning for 21 days, the time it takes to create a habit. And I want you to say, I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. I think that you are scared of what you've been manifesting. And I don't think it's anything bad. I think that I think you're stuck in this place of this manifestation is on the way. But I think that when it appears for you, Pisces, you're going to have to then acknowledge and listen to your gut from there forward. It's going to change your life trajectory. You're going to understand that you did manifest something here. Your manifestation is coming in and you're terrified of it. It's like, what do I do with happiness? I'm not really sure what to do with joy. So I'm speaking to someone who has not been in any sort of happy place for a very long while. And definitely could never imagine being in joy because you're trapped in fear. All right. Tell me more about this, please. We'll take 3. We've got the Wheel. We've got indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Maybe you're feeling like you don't necessarily have a goal right now. Have a goal of how to get your abundance. Maybe you're thinking, all I got is a manifestation, but understand, I really do believe that your manifestation's coming in. It's going to be so good. So nourishing. We've got the Dark Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or dark hair. That could be you, that could be someone else. Mountain Road, you are on the road to success. This is coming in for you, whether it is I don't know what the abundance is. It says you are a limitless being. So you might be really successful at something that you feel like you're not feeling successful about, that you've wanted to manifest no limits. All you want is your manifestations. You may be manifesting the dark woman for sure. But I feel like you need a direction is what I'm going to say. You need to pick a direction. How do you pick a direction, Elsie? Well, you make some goals, but you don't only think about those goals, you write them down. And once you write down the goals, you start writing 5 things under each about how you're going to get to that goal, starting in the present moment. So it's all about changing your mind. And when you're trapped in fear, it's really hard to change your mind because that's the place of scarcity, right? All right, we have the finger warning you of a problem, either now or in the future. And then there's the candle. You will be shown the way. All right, so I don't think you really have to worry about anything going bad in the future, because I feel like once you listen to your intuition, that takes care of all of your fears. All right. Let's take a look here with the tarot. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. When you're trapped in fear, you don't have a direction. So it's not like you're directionless, but I feel as though you get stuck in this place of fear or scarcity, and it throws you off track. So you could be really abundant, but you talk yourself out of it. All right. Got the 9 of Swords. 7 of Cups, 7 of Coins. We got 2 sevens. Got 8 of Coins, the Ace of Coins, and the 3 of Coins. What have we got on the bottom of the deck? Passion. There's you and your worry. Yeah, you see this, hey? Trapped in fear, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble. And it ends up with you losing sleep over it. Now, the thing is that I feel like it's a decision that you have to make that you have not made yet, or you feel like you should make. You've been waiting on making a decision on something that is close to your heart. And it is almost overwhelming to make that decision. Oh, Charlie just said it's your decision to go on to the harvest alone, because after the 7 of Pentacles is the 8. Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles, to work on it alone, or walk alone, or be by yourself, or pay more attention to you, right? 7, 8. So it is, it's a decision that is emotional for you, I feel. Something that's been keeping you up at night. It feels like you are closing the door on something, or are entertaining closing the door on something, because I feel as though you had the seeds of intention and you planted those, you nurtured the seeds, and I feel like it's time for harvest. It's time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And it's about working on the self, I feel, investing in me. But you still want the partnership. You want the long-term relationship here. So I'm going to surmise here that it feels like somebody here is thinking about maybe turning their back on a connection they've been waiting for. Because we have a lot of Pentacles here. Been waiting for them maybe since December. We've got 12 Pentacles here. The thing is the decision that you're making here about this thing that's very close to your heart, it's a hard decision to make, and you've been agonizing over closing a cycle with someone, I believe, because there's the 9, right? That's the point at which you can put down the burdens and carry on. You can wait for the cycle to close. But I think that you're still holding on to this. Yeah. It is something that's very close to your heart. I feel like the Ace represents that it's time for you to do stuff for yourself now. I think that you've been living life wondering, waiting for someone to come along, or wondering and waiting when that person's going to come along. But it's time to stop waiting, is what I want to say, Pisces. It's time for you to take what you've learned here and apply it to the self, it's going to change your life. And yes, I understand you still want the long-term relationship, or at least a partnership. I think that you want to partner with someone, but the person you want to partner with, I feel, is not speaking with you right now, or there's silence. 3 and 1 is 4, that you're holding on still to the idea of this long-term relationship with this person that I think that you feel that you're probably going to have to close the door on, and it's probably going to be very soon. All right. Yeah, I just got confirmation of ringing in my left ear. So I feel that is the general energy here, is that somebody, whoever you are and you're tuning in, it'll probably be multiple people, that you are looking at new year, new me, and it's time to make some hard cuts, which is also a symptom of ascension. I'm just going to say, sometimes you look around you and you realize who the 5 people are, 6 people that are around you. Those are the people that you are like. Do you agree with how they live? Do they really have your back? Do you really trust them with your life? Just listening. It feels like somebody here is worried that other people are talking behind their back. Talking behind their back, or saying mean things that are going to catch up with you. Things that you're going to eventually hear. You will hear these things, because karma doesn't lose an address, and those people who are saying these things about you, these negative things, are going to get their karma. We have the birds, right? The birds are very social. It's all about a group or a gathering. And sometimes when people get into groups or gatherings, they tend to talk about the small-minded things. They gossip about people instead of talking about, large-minded things like, world economics, or, the business that I'm starting, or, instead of really talking about something with depth, it's all about the gossip. It's like what sort of info I can get that might be shock value. I think you're over it. Yeah. I think you're either turning your back on that feeling. Maybe that's the thing that's keeping you awake, but I honestly feel that for some of you, it's going to be the person that is the closest to your heart, that you have had a burning feeling that this person is talking smack behind your back. Whether it's a friend or a family member, a cousin, or someone that you're deeply in love with, I feel like you have suspicion that there is some things going on in the background that you don't see, but that you can feel. 3 sevens. You're going to prevail. I mean, it's going to work out for you. You're the one that's going to prevail here. It might be about your family, if they're speaking about your family or your abundance, or how you make your abundance. Oh, for some of you, what they're talking about is the fact that interesting. It looks here like for some of you, and it might only be for one, I'm going to be for real, that you offered you offered a cup to somebody. So you told somebody your feelings, how you felt about them. It almost made this person distraught, because it gave them pause, because they were really, really considering it. That's what it feels like, a double really. I think that they were really considering it, but I also feel that you offered your cup or your love to someone who was already married. Somebody who was already in a long-term relationship, possibly married with children. In this relationship died because there was a third party, anger and fighting, angry people. It was destined to fail. I don't feel like you had anything to do with it. I feel like it was destined to fail, but that you came on the scene offering this cup at a time when there was really hard things going on for someone in their relationship. So what I want to say is that this person had already considered leaving their relationship, Pisces. I don't believe it's anything you did that convinced them to do so. But I feel that maybe the gossip And the backbiting comes from this situation here. That the situation that's close to your heart and that you're worried about is that you may have hurt your reputation. People in groups are talking about it. Interesting. What are they gossiping about here? They're gossiping about the wounded warrior. Are you the wounded warrior? Are you the person who's been through a lot in your life? It's like someone... The wounded warrior is someone who takes on a very specialized bunch of skills, right? If you're a child of abuse, then you learn to be hypervigilant. You learn to read body language. You learn to anticipate the danger. So if you're somebody who has grown up in that kind of chaotic environment, you would have a different opinion on the world, right? Maybe you don't have the popular opinion, not the opinion of the group. I feel like you're someone who's in business for yourself. I feel like you're in business for yourself and that you don't really know that any of this is going on, or that you're so, even if you're not in business for yourself, that you're so focused on self and work that I don't think that you see any of this going on, but you're worried about it for some reason. It's like you're worried it's going to come out that you offered a cup to someone who was married, but I really think that you thought that this person already was on their way out of their marriage, and I think you were right. Look, there was cheating going on. Yeah, you were right. There was somebody in the relationship was stepping out in the relationship, and you sensed it. Your intuition was on high, and it told you had a knowing. So I think that there was, this person was on the way out of their marriage anyway. They were attracted to someone else. Maybe you were attracted to them, or they were attracted to you, but you weren't the reason that they left their relationship. So I feel like then, as we look here, as the Ace of Pentacles takes on a little bit of a new meaning. So it feels like there is a cup coming in the door here, and there is an Ace of Pentacles here. That possibly this person who was in a family way that you offered this to is the one coming to offer some sort of an offer in partnership. That this person hasn't forgot about you. It's not love, I don't think. It could be love. It could turn into love. But I think the initial contact is, hey, your business is doing great. How are you? Or, yeah, it feels like somebody who is in business, or somebody who does well at the place that they work, like is higher ranking, I want to say, in the hierarchy of corporation. So someone wants to give you kudos. I do believe that this relationship probably died. Yep, it did. Everybody went into healing. There was no communication, no conversation. What's the challenge here? The challenge is time. So it's been taking a long while for this person to reach out to you and tell you what's been going on. I think that they are worried as well, because I feel like there's been gossip or chitter chatter that maybe you were the demise of the marriage. Okay, this is taking a little bit long, so let's go into the extended and figure out what else is going on here. I'm not going to be able to do it in this session here, but if this is your situation, or it sounds familiar to you, maybe I'm just doing the reading for you, maybe one of you. But nonetheless, I think it's important. I don't want to leave you hanging, so I want you to have the option to have a little bit more information if you need it. I'm going to go into the extended. Thank you so much, Pisces, for coming here and clicking here. I do appreciate you. A thumbs up would be lovely. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if this is anything that you can talk to me about, but I'd also love to just see you in the comments, right? Emoji or whatever it is. Exchange energy with me. I'm going to go for now, Pisces. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. And just like that, here you are. Hi, Cancer. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Here with the Psychic Tarot and the Soul's Journey Oracle. We're going to get one of each. Let's get some energy on the table for you. If you are interested in a private read, Cancer, please look in the description. You will find my email address there as well. If you have any questions about the process, cannot book me an email. You do have to book over at Wizio. The link is in the description. All right. I hope you're well. Here we go, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Cancer. Cancer. All right. Power. Interesting. Fertility. That actually is the Empress, who's on the bottom of the deck. This is strength. Yep. I think underneath you have the power, but you don't usually show it to people, Cancer. You are very powerful, I feel, but you just don't show it. Strength is Leo. I think you have the spirit of a lion, but you tend not to show any of the emotions on the surface. But I think that when we're dealing in something that you really care about, or someone you really care about, Cancer, then that's when your power shows, I feel, when you let people see the lion. What I think is you don't mind the spotlight. You may have a Leo placement. Maybe you don't mind the spotlight so much, but I do feel that sometimes you're scared to show your fierce side or your fierceness. And that's probably because you're a water sign, right? Or you have that heavy water in the sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter. What else do we have here? Change. All right. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Make sure you're taking care of your health. Beautiful colors. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. It's true. Absolutely true. You have to be courageous. You have to be strong. And when the change comes, sometimes you just got to hold on for dear life. Right? I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Without change, there is no progression. So I think that you understand that, but it doesn't make it any easier, right? Feel like you're going to have to rely on some of the lion skills that you have. Watching, waiting, waiting on the sidelines, being, as you are, very, very much about watching body movements and feeling energy. That's what a lion would do, right? Got to be quiet. Got to be quiet before the strike. And I feel like that's what you should do as well. And while you're in the midst of all this flux and change, I think it's important that you remain silent or quiet until it's time to strike. Tell me more about Cancer, please. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. Take that one as well. One more. Thank you. All right, so let's take this one first. We have butterfly, a change for the better. I love it. Good. The well, family wishes come true. And then we have a 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. So it may not be great, right? It says great, comma, good fortune. I don't know why they put it that way, but that you could have great fortune, but maybe you think it's good, that the change is not a change that you're a fan of right now, but I feel like it is best for all involved. You sound like an emperor. Family wishes come true. It feels like the best that's involved for everyone. You could be an air sign. You could have air in your chart as well, because that to me is also the King of Swords. You might be a good negotiator, someone who talks to people for a living or sells themselves for a living. Like you have to sell your personality and who you are, and people like you, and that's why they do business with you. A change for the better. I think that you are going to become more bold, is what I want to say. You're going to start speaking your mind. You're going to be seen. You're going to stop hiding in the shadows. I think that you're going to show people the side of the lion. Interesting. We've got Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Somebody's going through some deep personal changes here, I feel. Wishbone, a wish is granted. Okay. So something good is coming for you. I feel somebody here is going through currently going through some sort of a trial. Could literally be a trial, like in the legal system, but I don't think that's what it is. But I think you're in the midst of a flux of change, and it's really testing your patience. Okay, so I'm getting somebody just disconnected from you. That's the change. And I don't think you care. I think that you knew that that was coming. And it probably, the change that's here is the best for you. So if somebody disconnected from you, then it's the best for you. A change for the better. We have the Four Cups. We have Divine Wisdom. We have the Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Page of Cups. And the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So it seems like you are someone who is traditional. Maybe you have traditional views. Maybe you're someone who is into church. Maybe you are in love with someone who is a Taurus. Love, oh, okay. In the future, we have love for a Hierophant or a Taurus here. We've got the Judgment card and the Two of Cups. It feels to me like you want a second chance with someone. Someone who could be Earth energy. They could be Pisces or Virgo. All right. Take a look here. Somebody offered you more than friendship and your gut said no. Your gut said no, but your heart said yes. And there you were, stuck in the Divine Wisdom here, trying to make a decision as to whether, because I think that you purely go on your gut, whether you realize that you do or not. Cancer, you are quite psychic and you are quite vibrational, and I think that you follow your gut more than you realize. I think that with the Four of Cups, somebody offered you emotion, and although your heart said yes, your gut said no. Knight of Swords. It was moving too fast. You didn't like how fast it began to move. You tried to slow it down. This could be someone who disconnected from you, but you tried to slow it down. You tried to slow it down because you were checking with your gut. You weren't really sure. I think after this, after you checking with your gut and making a quick decision, I think you end up single. I think you decide that the Nine of Pentacles is where you want to be. You want to be abundant, by yourself, make your own rules, and do your own things. But I do feel that you feel as though you lost something, that you really did lose something that could have been lovely. That there was affection here, and that's where you were trying to check in with your gut, Cancer. There was a lot of affection here, Page of Cups. But you knew that it wasn't love, but it was affection. And somebody here, maybe they used the L word on you. Maybe they told you they loved you, or maybe they told you that they wanted everything with you. I think you feel sorry or sad that you waited so long to check in with your gut. Ultimately, I think that somebody pulled away from you, but that you then cut them away. I think you were okay with it. I think that being in the Nine of Pentacles is where you want to be right now, because I feel like your family is important to you right now, that you're going through a lot of changes. You're in a lot of flux. You're in a lot of change. And you know that it's for the better, that all of these things are changing for you, but you can't juggle it all. And that's the sad part. Yeah. That there's a lot of moving parts and emotion that are very much in turmoil here. I feel like in your soul, though, that you want to apologize to somebody for cutting them out or for being silent with them. That you should have talked about it instead of just keeping silent. I think you wanted to talk about the Ten of Cups. That maybe it was something that you saw very far, far in the future, but yeah, I feel like it didn't work out that way for you. I feel like there was a disconnection here, or you cut somebody out, or they did. It was somebody with words. Somebody came to you with words and told you things that they thought that they wanted the Ten of Cups with you, but they see that you weren't interested. I don't know that it was that you weren't interested. I think that you were just trying to listen to your gut and give yourself some time. You really like this person. They were your friend. They were a confidant. someone that you could say anything to. There was not only affection here romantically, but there was affection of friendship affection as well. So this person really did care for you as a friend, not only as a lover. Or maybe I'm talking about you feeling about them. So I feel as though you are of the mindset that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by, that divine timing has a lot to do with it, and maybe it was just the wrong time. That maybe the reason the Knight of Swords is here is because you know that if it is meant for you, it'll happen. And if it's not meant for you, that it won't. I think you're quite connected to self, quite connected to your gut. So 3 and 7 is 10, right? Divine timing to begin again. That's why I'm saying that. And it is touching the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So it is possible that in divine timing, this thing could work itself out if you just let it be. That's a song. What is the song, please? It is Ruby Rexa and Florida Georgia Line, Meant to Be. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Baby, it's meant to be, right? And if it's not, it won't be. Yeah, just let it be, it says in the song. Just let it be. So I think that's what you're supposed to do, is just let it be. I've got the Tree of Life at the bottom here. You really were looking for a family connection. I think that maybe there's children involved here, that maybe you were looking for someone that might, take a position in your life. But I think that before you could say anything about that to this person, that I feel like the Knight of Swords is here. That maybe somebody came to you with some words and said, look, I really wanted this to happen, but I don't think it's the right time right now. Cards are flipping out here. There was love there. There's going to be some sort of reunion. I think that you think it's not over yet. That there still is a friendship here to be salvaged. I think that you just think that this person needs time and that you're going to ask them out again. I think that you have a lot of feelings for them. I think that maybe you were in love too and just didn't say so. Or you couldn't say so. Page of Cups, you just could not. The Page of Cups is young, right? That maybe you've never been in this place before and it's really hard for you to express those emotions. But I feel like along with it was the friend that offered the cup to you. But I think you said no thanks. I think you just wanted to stay single, and that's legit, right? You're allowed to do that. Tell me what the challenge is here. The challenge is gossip. Are you scared that this person's going to talk about you? You're scared that this person might try and villainize you maybe in the situation. I think you're also beating yourself up. That's what I want to say. You're beating yourself up over the whole situation. We've got 1 and 8 is 9. We've got 9 right here. So yeah, no, you guys aren't seeing each other. That's not what's going on here. I feel like it's we have 2 people who are single over all of this. Tell me about this friend. The friend is still up in their head about it. This person is someone who is really kind of thinking over the situation still. They haven't completely cut you out, but they feel like their hands are tied, that without your buy-in, that there isn't really anything that they can do. We have the 6 of Wands. Yeah, I feel that you feel in the future there could be victory, but now is not the time, and so you're just going to leave it. I think you're going to continue to beat yourself up about it, though, if I'm being honest. But I think that you really need to focus on whatever is changing in your life right now. What's changing in your life right now could be money, could be a job. Maybe you have to move. Maybe you're living at a distance from a place that you work, and it's been tough for you. Sorry for the noise outside if you can hear that. We're in the midst of winter here in Canada. They're digging us out. Tell me what your gut is telling you. Your gut is telling you you're in love. We have the Magician. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Seven of Cups. So I think you're feeling really overwhelmed about your emotions, that I feel that you want to manifest this person back into your life, that maybe I'm not going to say that it was you that took too long, but maybe this person was moving too fast, is what I want to say. Moving too fast for you, that you intended on maybe carrying on for years before anything came of it. But this person was moving too fast for you here. They needed balance, and they are, I believe, were starting again with someone from their past. So they decided to move along. As I put the Six of Swords down, they decided to move along to their own victory. They felt like it was divine timing that they closed the door here, but they feel that you owe them an apology still. Yeah, they feel that you do owe them an apology here. All right, I'm going to leave it here, Cancer. I hope that that was something that you needed to hear, or something that gave you some information. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if it resonated at all. And I'm going to go for now. I will be back with other readings, and I'm going to go. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Happy New Year. Out. Bye-bye.